The trend shows increasing evidence for intelligent design over time. The design argument has long been a cornerstone of natural theology, asserting that the complexity, order, and apparent purpose in the universe provide compelling evidence for the existence of an intelligent designer, God. Despite challenges from atheistic perspectives, this argument has never been refuted. In fact, over the past 130 years, science has only increased the body of evidence supporting the idea of intelligent design, rather than diminishing it. In the last 130 years, not only has the design argument stood firm, but scientific discoveries have consistently expanded its credibility. Below, I will outline why the design argument remains robust and how modern scientific discoveries continue to lend it further support. 1. The design argument, overview. The design argument, also known as the teleological argument, posits that the universe exhibits functional complexity that strongly indicates purposeful design, rather than random chance. The classic analogy used by William Paley in the 18th century compares the universe to a watch. Just as a watch implies the existence of a watchmaker, the universe, with all its intricacies and fine-tuning, points to an intelligent designer. The core of the argument rests on several key observations. The fine-tuning of the universe. The physical constants and laws of nature are finely balanced to allow the existence of life. Any slight variation in these constants would make life impossible. The functional complexity of biological systems. Organisms are composed of highly complex, interdependent systems that appear to be engineered for specific functions, such as the bacterial flagellum, the eye, or DNA's information-carrying capacity. The existence of rational and intelligible laws. The universe operates according to consistent, rational laws that can be understood by human minds. This intelligibility itself indicates a rational source behind the universe. 2. The design argument has never been refuted. Despite challenges from atheists, the design argument has never been refuted. While there have been attempts to explain the complexity of the universe through naturalistic processes, none have succeeded. Here are several reasons why the design argument remains unrefuted. Natural selection and evolution do not explain higher taxa or functional complexity. The most common counter to the design argument is the theory of evolution by natural selection, which claims to explain biological complexity. While natural selection can account for microevolution, small changes within species, it does not explain the origin of higher taxa, the origin of biological information, the fine-tuning of physical constants, or the existence of irreducibly complex systems. Intelligent design is a more coherent and rational explanation for the irreducible complexity, complex specified functional information, and purposeful arrangement of parts needed for the higher taxa. Random chance, natural law, and evolution do not explain the origin of life. Evolution does not address the problem of the origin of life, known as abiogenesis. The transition from non-living chemicals to a self-replicating system with a functioning genetic code cannot be explained by random chance or by natural law. Intelligent design is a more coherent and rational explanation for the irreducible complexity, complex specified functional information, and purposeful arrangement of parts needed for the simplest self-replicator, needed for the origin of life. The multiverse hypothesis requires an origin and fine-tuning. To counter the fine-tuning evidence, some atheists propose the multiverse hypothesis, suggesting that if there are an infinite number of universes, we just happen to live in one that permits life. However, the multiverse theory violates Occam's razor, lacks supportive empirical evidence and has falsifying contrary evidence. Moreover, it fails to explain why the multiverse itself would exist, or why any universe, life permitting or not, would be governed by rational, consistent laws. In addition, the multiverse itself requires an origin and fine-tuning. So, it does not solve the origin or fine-tuning problems for atheism. Evolution and functional complexity. Attempts to explain the appearance of design as a byproduct of evolution fail to account for the level of functional complexity seen in biological organisms. The claim that random mutations, guided only by natural selection, could produce the intricate systems observed in nature, such as the human brain or the genetic code, is scientifically unsubstantiated and logically and rationally incoherent. It is incoherent to claim that random chance or natural law can create complex functional instructions, functional software, languages, and language-to-language translators that we see in DNA, RNA, protein systems. The items above require intelligent design by an intelligent mind. 3. Science has systematically increased evidence for design. Rather than refuting the design argument, science has systematically added to the body of evidence supporting it. Over the last 130 years, several key discoveries have reinforced the idea that the universe is not the result of blind, unguided forces, but of purposeful, intelligent design. The fine-tuning of the universe. Since the early 20th century, with the discovery of quantum mechanics and the precise physical constants governing the universe, scientists have been increasingly aware of how finely tuned the cosmos is. For example, the cosmological constant, the gravitational constant, and the electromagnetic force are all balanced within extremely narrow ranges. If any one of these constants were even slightly different, the universe would not support life. This fine-tuning indicates that the universe is calibrated with a specific purpose in mind. Random processes cannot account for such precision. Instead, it strongly points to a designer who set the parameters to allow life to flourish. In the last 130 years, scientists have discovered increasing numbers of parameters that are fine-tuned, and none of them have been explained away based on random chance or natural law. So, the trend has been that more indicators of intelligent design have been discovered over time. The information-rich nature of DNA. The discovery of DNA's structure by Watson and Crick in 1953 opened a new frontier for the design argument. DNA is often compared to a software code or a language because it carries specific, meaningful information that directs the development and function of living organisms. Information theory teaches us that complex, specified information does not arise by chance but requires an intelligent source. The sheer quantity and specificity of the information contained in even the simplest organisms is staggering. The chances of such information arising through random mutation alone are astronomically low, pointing instead to a designing intelligence that encoded this information. Over the last 70 years, scientists have discovered increasing amounts of such biofunctional information, irreducibly complex nanomachines, languages, and language translator machines in biological creatures. So, the trend has been that more indicators of intelligent design have been discovered over time. Irreducible complexity in biology. The concept of irreducible complexity, popularized by biochemist Michael Behe, highlights biological systems that cannot function unless all of their parts are in place. Examples include the bacterial flagellum, the eye, and the blood clotting cascade. These systems cannot evolve step by step through natural selection because intermediate stages would be non-functional and thus provide no evolutionary advantage. As science delves deeper into the molecular machinery of life, we continue to discover more examples of irreducible complexity, further strengthening the case for intelligent design. Cosmic origins and the Big Bang. The discovery of the Big Bang, the idea that the universe had a beginning, further supports the design argument. The fact that the universe had a starting point implies that it was caused by something beyond itself. This is consistent with the theistic view of God as the creator of the universe. Additionally, the extreme fine-tuning necessary for the universe to emerge from the Big Bang in a life-permitting form adds further weight to the argument for design. Over the last 100 years, scientists have discovered increasing amounts of evidence that confirms that the universe had a beginning. So, the trend is to strengthen the case for intelligent design of the universe. 4. The rational and intelligible universe. One of the most compelling arguments for design is the intelligibility of the universe. The fact that the universe operates according to rational, mathematical laws that can be understood by human minds points to a rational source behind the universe. Theism explains this by positing that a rational, intelligent God created the universe in such a way that it could be discovered and understood by rational beings made in his image. Conclusion. The design argument has never been refuted by atheism, and instead, science has only provided more evidence for it over time. The fine-tuning of the universe, the functional complexity of biological systems, the existence of functional biological information, and the intelligibility of the universe all point to an intelligent designer. As we continue to advance in our understanding of the natural world, the case for design becomes ever more compelling, further affirming the existence of a creator. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. and comment below if you agree, or would like to add your thoughts. If you would like me to respond to your comment, please make a level 1 comment, directly below the video. I will respond to all polite level 1 comments even if it takes me a while, due to other commitments.